Hello everyone and welcome to my live stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Our first flight today will be in South Africa, flying over to Cape Town. Hey, small bats. Funny, my engine didn't start up. Whoa, whoa. We just did a donut. Yeah, donuts are awesome. It's funny, the engine just didn't auto start like they usually do. Okay, we're getting ready for takeoff. Let's contact the tower.
Tower, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Ready for straight-out departure at runway 08.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. QNH1 014 straight-out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 08.
Cleared for takeoff runway 08, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Think we're about ready to go. Hey, studio. I'm going here. Port Elizabeth, South Africa to Cape Town. But there's still no USA West servers. And I'm not jumping on East because it's almost an 80 millisecond ping. It's great. So, are they ever planning on fixing this? Let's get up in the air. I'm only flying with a controller right now, too. That's why I'm trying to get my rudders correct. I'm trying to get a handle on whether the live stream is disconnecting my headphones or if it's something else. That was an accident.
X-Ray Golf Sierra. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Tower, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Frequency change.
What's funny is usually I do an auto start, but it wouldn't start the engines. It's very interesting. Let's get on course here, then set it and forget it. And I'll adjust the time. This is real time right now. CRS is 233. Let's set the AP. FLC on. We're in nav mode. Here's our first flight, which is over an hour. So we're going to fly over to Cape Town, South Africa. This ILS heading. Yeah, Studio, I don't know what to tell you about flying because this is already going on several days with this no server issue. Okay, we're on nav mode now. See if it picks up the nav. It's trying. Come on, straighten out. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it's happening is, check this out. I don't know who to blame it on, Microsoft or PlayStation servers, but look. West 0 millisecond ping. And if you go to east, it's 83. Oh, here, server issue resolved. Yeah, let's see. That's for east. So the only one that doesn't work is west. Isn't that wonderful? Incredible. See, there we go. Multiplayer is unavailable in the region. Well, just fix the effing thing already. I don't know if these are PlayStation servers that have the issue or if it's the other wonderful company. Okay, we're online now. Look at us getting blown around up here. That's not me doing that. GPS. Are we in nav mode? Let me make sure we're in nav mode. Yeah, nav mode's on. Heading selects off. Okay. Look, I mean, if you just joined, we're in South Africa flying around. Getting blown all over the place.
Cape Town Center. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type 16 miles southeast of Foxtrot Alpha Echo Whiskey, 12,000. Request flight following.
Alpha Sierra
Let's drop down under the clouds.
Cape Town Center. Squawk 1564.
Squawk 1564. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Auto throttle armed.
X-Ray Golf Sierra. Radar contact 7 miles south of Foxtrot Alpha Echo Whiskey, 12,000. QNH 1014.
Wow, we're getting blown. I don't.
Roger. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, auto throttle's on. Yeah, well, if it's them, who knows when they'll get it sorted out. Look at me getting whipped around over here. Everything else looks good. Also, when I auto started the aircraft, the engines didn't auto start. And this young lady that was, I was watching her stream last night, she was using whatever jet she used. It's getting some crazy looking graphics. Is this me getting blown around, or is this the sim messed up? Because I don't want to see this for an hour. Yeah, you haven't missed much. Still have my cold. So you finally got the PC-24 to land by itself? Are you using VNav and everything, or you're just using the ILS stuff? Like I mentioned, I disconnected my flight HOTA stick because I want to see if that's conflicting with my headphones and mixer, or if it's live streaming, because it doesn't do it unless I'm live. So I'm trying to figure it out. So let's see if we're going to make this turn right here. Oh, okay, so you're just using ILS, you're not using VNav, localizers, glide slope, so it'll basically almost land itself. Everybody, don't forget to hit that like button so I know how many real viewers were watching. And not the algorithm viewers. Red Channel thinks it has us all tricked. So I like the PC-12. It's got the same stack as the 24. I don't like the liveries though. Oh my gosh, the liveries are not too good. Why am I getting blown around here so much? I could go in and set up the wind in here. Well, while it's working, I can. What do you think? Is this a bug, or I'm just getting blown around up here? Yeah, I spent 5 minutes trying to decide which livery to use for that PC-12. So let's see, 3 likes, 8 watching, so we got 5 algorithm viewers. Turbulence in the cloudy sky? Well, you know what? Let's test this. Well, let's make the turn first. I streamed over on Purple yesterday a couple of times. So aren't you going to play today? You're not working on the weekend, are you? I want to see if it makes this turn right up here. Look at this, it's turning. Wait, let me grab a seat. Look at that, it's right on the arc. Staying right on it. Hi, Sky. What do you mean poppin' is patched? It's never going to be patched. Well, it seems to have the least issues on PS5. Let's check our path. Looking good. Coming around. There's our flight plan over to Cape Town. And once we get over there, there's our ILS approach. There it is, right there. Runway 01. Over to Ocean. It is kind of a long flight. It's longer than I usually put together. So if my headphones disconnect, everybody, you can still hear me, but I'll have to reboot my mixer. I'm hoping it's the live streaming and not the HOTAS 4, which I have disconnected for right now. I'm flying it with a controller. Except for landing, it's easier with controller because you can do this. So much easier. Doesn't seem to disconnect except when I'm live on the red channel. That must be a feature. Not much to see here over the water, so we'll leave the clouds. It's for some depth. Has everybody met my co-pilot? Scarlett, say hi. No passengers today. If you just joined, we're flying over to Cape Town, South Africa. It's an hour and 27-minute flight, but we are already into it for a little while, so maybe we have 40 minutes to go. We're right on path. Should intercept some land here shortly, and we'll have some stuff to see. And then we'll go drop down a little bit more. Just to check out the views in South Africa. It's dropped down to 8,000.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, contact approach on 120.4. Good day.
Auto throttles off.
120.4.
Armed.
X-ray Golf Sierra.
As we drop. Now we're a glider. Wow, we're still above the clouds. How low are those clouds? Okay, we're coming up to the coastline now. As you can see by the radar. Okay, we got 5 likes, so we know there's 5 real viewers. There's a coastline. We'll drop down even more if we need to, or let's clear out the clouds. How's that? I want to see what the coastline in South Africa looks like. Get rid of live weather. High level clouds for some depth. And let's change the time a little so we can see what's going on. Make it noon. We're making the turn. Hey, Steel. 6 real viewers. We still don't have the servers fixed. That's not much of a scenery there, is it? Let's go back to real time. Oh, it's night there. Ouch. Live weather. Let's see what this looks like. That's kind of neat. Look at that. Coast of South Africa. Let's just adjust the time a little bit. Live weather, 6 p.m. Why don't we make it... look at that. There's today's thumbnail. If I can get the angle just right. Steel, the server's still not fixed. I'm not sure which century they're going to fix it. And I'm not jumping onto another server because a ping goes from my 20 to 80. Yeah, it's exactly what I mean. Can't see other players. West Coast is still showing a 0 ping. If anybody's on the Purple app, feel free to join me over there later. I'm going to be streaming something else. Found something very interesting. So I had on my Xbox, I had on the X, I had a mixer and a mic hooked up, but you have to use this splitter, audio splitter thing. For some reason it wouldn't work right until I put back a standard controller instead of the Elite controller, which is like almost $200. So it works with a bass controller, but not with the Elite. Very interesting. So I can get much better sound from my Xbox streams than the wireless headset. So Steel, wait, excuse me, my cold fingers. Steel, did you see the post by Heisenberg? He's mad because in Holland it was snowing in the Netherlands for a few days, I guess, and he was flying and there was no snow on the ground. So he wants to take that up with Microsoft, how it's not real weather. Did it snow by you? Because apparently it snowed by him. Let's get a little light on the subject here. That's nice. The weather won't even open. Okay. Are we flying into the sun here? Let's see. Oh yeah, we can't do that. Nope. Let us maybe pick sun behind us. can't find a medium here. Brutal weather in Africa. See if that works. Yeah, I think the servers by you are up. The only one that's not up is mine. Let's see what server you'd be on. We're on a short intermission break. So what server would you be on? Let's see, not East. Western Europe? Ooh, 159 millisecond ping? Screw that. Or Southeast Asia is even worse. So you're going to be in Western Europe, right? See, it works, but I'm not jumping on that. No way. Europe West? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. Multiplayer server unavailable. See? We're right on course. You get 150 millisecond ping? Yeah, I guess even if you're on my server when I'm getting 20. Because you're obviously further away from the server. Auto throttle off. Why does it keep going off? Yeah, if you're on your local server, you should have a much better ping. I was helping this poor guy out. Lives in Poland and he wants to play the game. And he asked me what Wi-Fi speed I was getting. And he told me he's getting like less than 2 megs. I said, sorry to tell you, but I don't think it's going to work too good with 2 megs. Not 20 megs, 2 megs. I guess that's their internet connection there. Right now I think I'm getting 600 megs on Wi-Fi. I usually get 680 to 7. I haven't played this game except on Wi-Fi for PS5. When I play on the Xbox, I plug it in because of their inferior wireless radio. Okay, Steele. I'm only going to do a couple of flights and get, unless I get more to come in. Like I said, I'm going to stream something different on the Purple app later. Stalker 2. I keep wanting to try it. I think that's free in Game Pass, isn't it? Do you know? (816) Am I coming over? It depends whether it's a wet dream or not. Okay. I was all primed for last night. Tonight and tomorrow. I know you just want me to stream that other game I'm going to stream later. Wow, almost 140 megs that was. Ooh-wee. But that's the whole collection. Look Gaming, we have 6 real viewers and 2 algorithm viewers. Oh, it's a paid game, Steel, on PS5. I think it's... I have to look, but I think it's Game Pass on Xbox. Let me look. I just removed COD and Warzone for the download I did this morning. Let me check and see if it's on Game Pass. In between coughs. Let's see. No, Stalker 2 is... What is Windows Edition? It's $60. I thought it was on Game Pass. Guess not. We got a little bit of a coastline there. I could turn in, but I don't want to deviate from my fly and forget. Wow, we still have a long way to go here. Look at this. Are you serious, 816? You need me to fly you down there? You're going to be the oldest ones there. Have you watched live streams from PurpleCon? I could easily go. I could drive up and back every night. All depends what you want to get out of it. If you're going to network, you better get all that in place before next summer. I was thinking going to Flight Sim Expo, but it's back east somewhere. I'd go if they held it out here. Auto throttle off again. Every aircraft has its bug. Oh, that's right. You don't fly, and you're gonna drive from your place, the Midwest. Oh my gosh, not a chance in hell. I only drive because it's just down the street, sort of. You gonna take the whole family or just you and Tanker? My daughter joked and said, what do I want to hang out with a bunch of 20-year-olds? 25 hours, no effing way. Yeah, me too. I'd rather go to Comic-Con. Oops. I just hit the mic. Is it still working? Yes, it is. So what do we blame it on? Live streaming or the hardware that I disconnected? So I saw you playing the number one babysitter yesterday. What did you think of the new stuff? For those who don't know what the number one babysitting game is, we'll tell you if you ask. Something totally different tonight. I thought you only had Trucker and Flight Sim. I was counting on you streaming Flight Sim. Told you, Steel. I showed you. It's 0 ping. And it gives me a big error message. It says the server in your area, there's something wrong with it. Pick another server. F you, Microsoft. Just fix it. A whole new game. That's what I'm going to be doing later on Purple. Still got a ways to go here, it looks like. So I don't like these long flights. Look at this. Super windy outside again, of course. So I'm afraid to touch something and get a shock. Auto throttle off again. Bug. Stays on for like 2 minutes and then turns off. You're not working today, 816? Let's see how many people were playing the number one babysitting game. Solo ranked cup. Right. 50,000 playing/watching. Oh, you had to cover. Is it still snowing and cold there? Trying to get the best angle for viewing purposes here. If you like flying along the water. I guess we can go inland. You know what we can do? Let's do this. Instead of making it boring, let's disengage the AP. And let's head in. We'll reconnect with the, we'll intercept. Got to trim this out. I don't know why it set the trim to -50. We're going to head along the coast so we can see something. We'll re-intercept. Let's see what South Africa looks like. Okay, we're coming up along the South African coast. Not overly inspiring. Just fly along the coast here. Not much to see. So let's get back on autopilot here. I thought there'd be more to see. Autopilot on. FLC on. Nav mode is on. Now we're going to head back out. We're ready to intercept. It's going to make the flight just a little longer. Gaming and Steel and Studio, if you're still watching, this will probably be the only flight unless I have more people coming in. See what the algorithm has done? I really gotta go over to purple. Not exclusively, but a lot more often. Let me see how many are flying over on purple. Looks like there's only about 1,000 watching / streaming. Or gaming, I think I just need to start later. What do you think? Like way later. I only see 6 likes, Steel. Just check after this flight and see if I'm streaming this over there. I wish everybody would switch to purple. I forget, are you under Steel when you come over to purple? Okay, we're re-intercepting. Back on course. That's the question, Steel, is how do we get everybody to switch? Yeah, I know. You're in 9 hours ahead of me. It doesn't help. That's why I'm trying to stream early, like 7, 8 a.m. my time for everybody in Europe. Seems like I have more viewers in Europe except for gaming. Are you in the same time zone as Heisenberg? Holland? I guess that would be the same time zone, right? Oh, yep. I kind of thought you were in the same. I forget, Studio's from the US. Somebody else's watch is from the UK. I forget what their username was. A bunch of the early adopters that were playing flying I haven't seen in here. So I don't know. Okay, well, we're getting there. Look at... Steel, do you have the notifications turned on purple, or do you just like check over there once in a while? So at least you get a flash when I go live. Looks like we're getting blown around again. A16, if I don't go live over on purple right away and steel, I might just play a few games of the number one babysitter. After all, it is the weekend. I've now gone 2 months without buying any skins gaming. I'm just getting whatever's in the pass and the quests and whatever. Did you buy any of those stupid ones that came out just the other day? Starts with an SP. God, how they suck everybody into doing that. It's beyond me. I guess when you make $5 billion a year, there's some formula for it. Okay, we're flying across South Africa here. We're 2/3 of the way home. Yeah, why do they do the collabs like that with a robot-looking thing? Can't they do like straight collab without turning them into like robots? That's probably the deal they get, right? Because even the SPs are the same thing. Maybe that's it. Maybe Daz is from the UK. I haven't seen him, though, Steel, in a week or two. I think he's from the UK. I think you're right. Studio is from the US. East Coast. And either Daz is from the East Coast. Someone is in the Northeast. And I forget if it's Daz or I'm pretty sure it is. As the viewers slowly exit, the algorithm viewers, oh, now it says 7 likes. So we had 7 real viewers, you're right, Steele. I thought there'd be more exciting scenery in South Africa. So flights, there's been nothing but rough air. And there we are. Our altitude should be okay. Let's change the time a little bit. See if we can get a little better looking scenery. That looks better. Hey, Supersonic. We're flying around South Africa on our way to Cape Town. We came in towards the end. What are you doing today? What do you think of my purple app, Sonic? Sonic for Sonic. We had more in earlier. Everybody's sort of left the building. Don't forget to hit the like button, Sonic. So, Steele, exactly how does the career work? You get coins that you can use to purchase stuff? And then if you mess up, what happens? They take them away? In just a short paragraph, how does that work? So you do career. If you finish something, what do you get? Like these coins you could spend in the marketplace that doesn't exist? I forget, where are you at, Sonic? East? I'm not surprised, Sonic, because I heard, is it true it's like over 100 degrees there? Is that what's causing it? So what happens if you fail the exam? Yeah, Sonic, we're hearing rumors that it's like really hot there. Well, I know it's your summer, but 100 plus? So where's it 100 at? Gold Coast? Take an insurance plan? Are you serious? Are you watching this gaming? You need to spend all your extra money on insurance plans because you like flying those big Airbuses. So how do you buy an exam? Is this like an item shop and you pay to take it? Oh, North Australia. So the weather's hotter in the north. Well, Steel, you're making me not want to do career mode anytime soon. Does anybody stream career mode? I'd have to watch that. You don't stream, do you? Why doesn't it seem like I'm not moving very far here? I thought we just had that much further to go. No streaming for you, okay. I'll bet gaming's gonna stream in career mode. Yeah, if I stream in career mode, we're liable to have a crash out, right? Let's say you, so you have to buy something with real money, and then you mess up. Sonic, isn't it like 6 a.m. your time? I know in Sydney right now it's about 6 a.m., right, if you do the conversion. But there is multiple time zones in Australia. So if you fail at the mission, what, you got to buy it again for your test? Man, that's not happening. Yeah, I've looked at it, but every time I started Steel, I back out. Oh, got it. 7 a.m. Geez. Yeah, I know there's some streamers that are hardcore Fortnite players in Australia, and I see them streaming, and I'm like converting the time, and I'm like, it's 1 or 2 in the morning. So if you buy an exam and you fail the exam, you don't have to buy another one? Is that what I understand? Steel? People would probably get mad if you did. Look, we're making some headway here. Not much. Why is this flight taking so long? Oh, we finally got a little bit of a mountain right here. Why are we turning? Why are we going offline? I don't get this. Why are we offline? All of a sudden I lost the flight map. That's why I can't engage. Let's just add it to the bug list. See if we can re-intercept here. Let me shut off the autopilot real quick. A car sim. Talk to Gaming, he likes the American Trucker Sim. Let's try and get back on course here. I seem to have lost the flight plan. Let me just see if I can re-engage it. Nope. I'm not seeing that thing correct, so see if I intercept this line, whether I see it's not coming back over here. Something went crazy. Like I said, we just add it to the list. Should start making a list. So we want to get on chorus. Two 292. Yeah, I don't know where everyone is. That's a good question, Sonic. Saturday we should have some viewers. 292. Heading hold. Since I've seemed to have lost my that's why Sonic probably only doing one flight. You know, we're not gaining very much ground here. Is there something going on? Are we moving? Let me just see. Yeah, we're moving. I didn't think it was this far. Yeah, I don't know if that's it or not, Steel, or if everything's just wearing off, but you're right. The first month was really good for viewers. Shouldn't have anything to do with the weekend. Oh, yeah, sim rate. Where do you turn that on at? It's in settings? Where in settings is that? Just so I know. Oh, forget that. I'm not making no bindings. I'm not screwing something up. Let's turn the AP back on. Okay, if I want to do it, I'll do that. I'll do a search for it, but excuse me. Let's make sure we don't hit this mountain here. It's going to be close. I think we're just going to clear it. Just barely. I've never had the the nav mode disengage and not come back. It shows nav mode, but we're definitely not flying the pink line like we were. Yeah, I completely lost my nav mode here. Even though it says it's on, it's not on. Oh, you had the same bug? In which aircraft? This one? Or the PC-24? This poor lady last night I was watching, she was getting all kinds of crazy graphics yesterday on the vision in every aircraft. Are we any closer? Got it. That's why I don't like these long flights. I'm going on 2 hours with this stream, and it was only supposed to be an hour and 20-minute flight. What happened, Super? Might help if I put the power down. So the whole flight was good until almost the very end. So gaming, you're starting an hour earlier than normal tonight, right? If you're watching 8 p.m. your time, not 9. We're not even going to get clearance. We're just going to follow this line right in and land. We got to get over this hill, though. I think I better send maybe 11,000 or 12,000. Laura, hi Laura. So I had a few thoughts. I don't know, I've never had to reinstall the game. Is it possible that it's your monitor? Because I noticed in your stream that the blue that you were putting out was way different than the blue that I get. It was extremely bright. That's just a thought that maybe something's up with the monitor, because I hate to say to reinstall the game. It's only 27 gigs, so if you have a decent internet, it wouldn't take that long. Try that before screwing around with your monitor. But if you reinstall the game and you're still getting it, I mean, you see I'm using the Vision Jet for 2 hours, and I'm not getting that. So I'd be inclined to think it's something else in your system. Yeah, it's never happened before, but you've also never had any issues with Flight Sim before, right? Did you end up reinstalling the game, or... Yeah, you're going to need to probably reinstall the game. Unless it was some PS5 console update that messed something up. But that's the only way you're going to be able to figure it out, is reinstall the game. You know, if you have a gig connection, the game will install in 15 minutes or so. And you won't lose any of your stuff. It stays up on the server. And it's crashing constantly? Okay, then you need to reinstall the game. Do you have a PS5 Slim, or do you have one of the OGs, the original? Well, look at this, Laura. I had a perfect flight going, and my nav mode completely lost its mind, so I'm just hand flying. So, yeah, a bug. Hey, PC guy, you're coming at the end. I'm almost there. It's been a 2-hour flight in South Africa over to Cape Town. I asked people in the chat earlier, Laura, before you came on. I mentioned your issue, and no one said that they were having it, so I could tell you at least Steel and a couple of others were not having the issue, and obviously I'm not having the issue. Steel, were you having any kind of, looks like spaghetti lighting and looked like a light show, flickering green on your PS5? I know he was having some issues, but not that. So what she's getting is like any aircraft she uses, she's getting like spaghetti light show that's lime green. Yeah, I recommend, excuse me, just reinstall it. 27 gigs doesn't take long unless you have a, 2 meg connection. And then keep your fingers crossed, because if you reinstall and it happens, then I have no clue. And calling Sony support, forget it. They're not going to be able to diagnose that. So right now I'm hitting my POI mark, and I can't even see it. So I have no idea where the airport is. So this is my bug for today, Laura. I got to make a right-hand turn here to the field. Just to find the POI, and it's not coming up. Yeah, I'm turning now. Oh, now it's turning by itself. Okay. Yeah, here's the thing. So first I've lost my nav mode, and now all of a sudden it's turning when it's supposed to. Bug. I don't get that. You can see over here I'm not on course at all. Let's see if it flattens out right here. If I'm on course, it should flatten out right now. Nope, it's still turning. There we go, it's flattening out. Let's get on down. Gonna dive for the deck, 8,000 feet. So now it's trying to re-intercept. So I lost it for that whole route until right now. And now it's off. Let's see. Okay, looks like it's back online. I don't know how. Excuse me. There's the field. Oh, there's the field right there. I think I'm too high to come in from here. Let's get down. Say 6,000. Unless this thing's gonna land itself. Yeah, no kidding, Laura. Jeez, it's ever since yours last night. Lots of bugs today. Is no kidding. So look, here's the runway, and my nav mode took me right in, but from the wrong direction. My ILS is set up for 01, which means it's from the other direction. Cape Town International. We'll just fly over the field and turn around. I can't see if that's 01. That's not going to be 01. I can't read that. You can auto land the Vision or any other aircraft to a point. You have to set up a ILS localizer flight, and then you have to get on the glide slope, and you got to use VNAV. It's a little more involved. I have just kind of a modified ILS, but if you want to do a full auto landing, you got to set up a lot of stuff. Yeah, because you got to hit the glide slope. So Laura, what you need to do is you got to go to the charts, which are right here. And you see how you read this thing right here. It shows you, like what the glide slopes and everything are. This is your radio signal here, 110.30. And then you got to go on this route, and then you got to pick up the glide slope. And you could set the aircraft to do that. It'll basically almost land itself until the very end, then you got to turn it off. Anyways, that's what you use. These things right here, it's a charts, clip charts. That gives you all the airport information, where you need to be. Practice that after you get it fixed. Clip charts. I just flew over the field. They didn't give me clearance. I'm just going to turn around and land. Let me turn my autopilot off. Everything's coming off. Autopilot off. We'll leave it on the nav mode. Flaps down. Come on, trim. I like you at 4. Not 5. Yeah, Steel, I tried the auto return like 3 times. It didn't work. But what does work is the parachute up here. This works pretty good. But the auto return, safe return, it couldn't find an airport each time, okay? And I was close to big airports. Gear down. I think we could turn. This should be far enough out. Full flaps. Now, here's another bug. When I'm on final, the autopilot will kick in and my trim will all of a sudden go to like plus 50% and just screw up everything. Okay, I'll check the chat again after I have landed. We're about to stall here. There's the runway. Come on, trim, you better stay right where you are. I don't know why I'm rising up so much. It's -4. $125. If you stream later, Laura, I'll check it out to see if you've got your problem fixed. Okay, let's land this thing. Got 4 whites. Welcome to Cape Town. Gotta keep an eye on that trim.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
The last second it...
Pull up.
Yeah, okay.
Pull up.
I got 4 whites and you want me to pull up. Stall speed's about 85. I'm on controller too.
500. Sink rate.
Let's bring it home.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
$109. Level the wings, they're level. What do you want me to do? It's harder with controller. Floaty, floaty, floaty. The worst part about a controller is the rudder. But we got down. We're down. Reinstalled? Okay, hold on. I know you don't stream on YT. I'll be over on Purple later. Let's taxi on. Yeah, do yourself a favor, Laura. Don't stream on YT. It's not streamer friendly. They make sure to make it difficult for you. Okay, let's contact ground. Everybody, we just landed in Cape Town. I'm only going to do this one flight because I don't seem to have enough viewers today. Is it Saturday? What is the issue? Let's get some taxi instructions. Get us home. That was a long flight. Oh my gosh. 2 hours?
Cape Town ground.
I don't do those.
X-ray Golf Sierra. Taxi to gate Bravo 9 or
See, here's another bug, Laura. The ATC talks over you before you can even finish.
Taxiing to gate Bravo 9 or using taxiway Echo Bravo. X-ray Golf Sierra.
Hey, more fire. No, there is no west. It's still down. And I'm not going to east because the ping's like 170. So nobody is flying with me, I guess, today. Plus, this is probably going to be the only flight since no one decided to watch today. I don't know when they're going to get the server issue fixed. Oh, okay, Laura, you're not... That's fine. I'm going to be streaming probably something else later over there on Purple. Heisenberg's here. How you like that real-time weather? I was talking to Steele about it, who was in the Netherlands. How you didn't like the live weather? Look at this. Where they got me parking over here? In the dumpster? Heisenberg, tell Steele how you crashed out because it didn't have the snow. That must be a feature. Up, Sonic's still watching. We're gonna come in here and park it. Come on, joystick. Not joystick, controller. I can't seem to center the controller. Here we go. She's hooking us up. Look at this. We got the wave on. Welcome to Cape Town. Look at that. Yep, I don't know what happened to the end of this flight for my nav. Should we take a look around this airport? I don't know, not much to see. What are our choices for ground? Watch, unload passengers that don't exist. Look at start passenger boarding. Watch this. Let's request fuel.
Cape Town ground, Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. A fuel truck is on the road.
And let's request passengers.
Cape Town ground, Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Could you please get the passengers on board?
Watch this.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. A ramp is on its way.
Yeah, the ramp's here, but they won't walk off because the graphics aren't high enough. Who steal me or my graphics are a medium? That's what they're maxed out on the PS5. Or you're referring to maybe Laura's issue. That's a good point. When I mentioned the monitor. Yeah, you should try that, Laura. But if you're not having an issue with any other game, then it's obviously not your HDMI cable. But I could tell you this from a fact, and talking to some techs, one of the issues that PS5s do have is it's a very touchy HDMI. Okay, what happens here now? Do I load? Let me see. Load. Okay. Now what? Load immediately. So there'll be passengers here, but they didn't walk off the bus. I want to see them walk off the bus. I'm willing to bet the passengers will be on here. Nope. There we go. Add it to the list. Now, Laura, I've already tried different planes. You should know me by now. Offline, I've tried many different aircraft. It's not the Vision Jet. Oh, look, we have some more real viewers. I have 9 likes now. We got 9 real viewers out of 13. I wonder what would happen if I pulled the parachute here, right here. Should we do this just for the hell of it? There we go, look. See, the parachute does work. So if I would have been in the air, it would have just brought me down. I've even tried it in a flight. It does work. Yeah, I don't know, Laura. You see, I'm not having a bug. Look at it, even my parachute works. The question is, can we retract it? Too late. It got deployed. Uh-oh, we got some red thing here going on. What about the door? Let's exit the aircraft here. Oh, look, the baggage door opened. Nice. Oh, that's because the passengers were going to come on with their secret baggage. Is anybody trying that for Laura? Because obviously I'm not having the issue. Look at that, parachute's connected. I'm not sure what happened to the fuel truck. I called for a fuel truck.
Cape Town ground, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. I am done with the boarding. Cape Town ground, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Could you please send a fuel truck?
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. A fuel truck is on the road.
Look at that parachute. It comes right out of the top there. I guess I can't take off again in this flight. Well, Steele, if it's the HDMI and she's not having a problem with other games, but like I said, a PlayStation Tech even told me the weak point on a PS5 is the HDMI on the back of the box. So you don't want to be jiggling the cable, he told me. If you do it, it could actually disconnect from your video. Here comes a fuel truck. Look at this. Shocker. So yeah, I've tried that. I moved the cable, just a cord, and all of a sudden I lost the picture to my monitor. Okay, let's load up the gas. %, gallons. Load aircraft. Is the fuel truck coming or not? Cargo. Yeah, you need to be on all higher graphics for all this to work. Empty what? Empty cargo. So this one he didn't gas up. Usually I'll see the gas truck come and connect the cable. Even on PS5 I've seen this. Okay, I'm just keeping the stream open to see if Lori gets that sorted out. We're not going to do another flight since there's not enough people watching. Yeah, we know there's not live weather. Let's check out the weather around the world here while we're waiting for Laura to see if she can get that working. So we'll go back to live weather. There's live weather. Let's go check out Holland. Hollands are here somewhere. There's the UK. There's Amsterdam. Heisenberg's right. No snow. Where's there snow? Rotterdam. Delayed for how long? A month? Heisenberg said it snowed there a couple of days ago. That's what I told him. Maybe it's delayed a couple of days, but I don't know. The word live to me says it's live weather. Let's see where it would be snowing. We know it would probably snowing in the Alps. Let's go over to the Alps is right along this line here. Samadan. It's always snow there. So see, we got snow here in Samadan. But yeah, it could be from when or whenever. Innsbruck. They haven't been getting a lot of snow this year. Let's see if there's any snow in Colorado. Wow. Dry here. Salt Lake City. Denver. Jeez. What about Quebec? It's always snow in Canada. Winnipeg. It's probably snow there. Here, Heisenberg, you need to move to Canada. There's snow here. I wonder if we... Let me see if I clear this out. Custom. Get rid of the clouds. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. Winnipeg International. Looks like there's snow here, Heisenberg. Canada. Yeah, I know it's so accurate if you have to have the whole thing, but I'm just checking it out. Let's see if we go up to Montreal. Quebec, there's always snow there. Snow there. Okay, everybody. Anyways, hopefully Laura will get her mystery solved with the reinstall. Heisenberg will get his snow in the sim. And we're back to live weather. What's happening in the Bahamas? Key West. Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm going to play a little of the #1 babysitting game offline for a little bit. And then I'll be over on Purple later with something. Thanks for the 10 likes to the 10 real people. And I know Laura will let us know later whether she got sorted out. Yep, it's the deal. It's getting late back there. What is it, 8 o'clock? 8 p.m. or something? $11 likes. Oh, it says 12 now. Wow. Nice. Thanks, everybody. The red algorithm is supposed to help when you get that, but it hasn't been lately. Yep, we'll see y'all probably tomorrow. Stream something again, we'll see. It's kind of a flat day today for streaming. I don't know why. I don't know what everybody's watching. But we'll see on the next one. Thanks, everybody. Steele, Heisenberg, Sonic, if you're still watching down under. There's Sonic. And we'll catch Laura later. I'm interested to see what it turns out to be. Hopefully it's just a reinstall, because, man, if you have to go down the other road, it could be a while before you figure it out. Okay, bye, everybody. I'm going to go have some lunch. Take care.